Good morning. It's Vijay here. Today is Monday, 15 September 2025. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. Please note I am not a SEBI registered advisor. Here are basically my thoughts based on facts which we are seeing all around us. Now, last week was a very interesting week. It was the largest winning streak in over a year. That is, 8 successive days, the Nifty closed in the positive. Now, in Chinese folklore, 8 is a very lucky number. And so we should expect that some of it will fall on us, and we should have a ninth lucky day based on data available as of now. Though the Gift Nifty is talking of a downward gap, I'm going into the market today as usual with a degree of bullishness. Now, why am I doing this? See, most people are saying we are in a bear market or any time the market will collapse because of global uncertainty. While I appreciate their way of thinking, but finally, as we say, the price is the final dictator. Now, I too have been cautious, but bullishly cautious. But we have not sold a single. I mean, we have not gone into cash. We are fully invested. Of course, we have bought more of precious metals. The reason because that those precious metals, gold and silver, in our analysis, have got a chance that they will actually outperform the equity market. So they are available on the NSE. So as far as we are concerned, we are fully invested in NSE-based securities. Gold Bees, Silver Bees is our choice, and we have also invested in copper through Hindustan Copper. So we 60% in pure equity and 40% in metals, which will also include Hindustan Copper. Now, why am I saying we are not in a bearish market or where we should not get worried? Is because if you see in June, for instance, when the market recently topped out, we had a 6-week downtrend and everybody was alarmed. People said now market is going to collapse. And first week, second week, third week, it went on for 6 weeks. So all the bears were gloating. Then there was a significant rally in the 7th and 8th week, but then it again fell down and made people again fully bearish. This is how market plays its tricks. I had mentioned somewhere that this pattern is somewhat similar to what happened in May 2022 when we had a bear market beginning from October 2021, and we thought the bear market had ended in May 2022. In fact, we went long in our portfolio at around 15,800. It went up 1,000 points and then it fell below that to go to 15,200. And for a couple of days, it was below 15,800. Actually, 15,600 was the bottom in May. In June, it went down below 15,600 and then it took off for a multi-month rally, and we have not seen 15,200 since then, since 2022 June. Now, I expected something similar. Of course, it never went and made a new low. It would have been perfect if it had made a new low, but history doesn't repeat, it rhymes. And in my opinion and analysis, it has rhymed. So if you look at it, the 6 weeks down which we saw, and then it went up, after that again, of the 6 weeks, 4 weeks down were captured now by the previous 2 weeks. 2 weeks captured the 4 weeks down. Only in a bull market, you will see that, the markets will go up in a shorter span of time to the same levels where the bearishness prevailed. So what we saw 4 weeks down, we saw a trend in 2 weeks. And we are seeing 8 consecutive days, especially with Trump talking, rubbish about India. His cronies talking rubbish about India. Yet the prices are telling us that the bargain hunters are hunting. So we are looking at that and adjusting our portfolios accordingly. So I do not see any reason to worry that, okay, this, today you got Gift Nifty at 40 points down. That for me is an opportunity. And Monday is a day when I show all my trades to everybody on Telegram on a real-time basis. So you can expect that we will be only long, which we are anyway. But today we'll be only long with greater amount of confidence. Even though people will say it's overbought because it has gone up 8 days. So 9th day may not be lucky. We believe against that general consensus. So as I said, yesterday's session, that Nifty closed better, Bank Nifty did well, metals did well, especially Hindustan Copper took off by 12%. Gold and silver are steady. US markets were down, not significantly. Only Dow Jones was down. Nasdaq was up. European markets were sideways. Today, Asian markets are doing well, and the gold and silver has again started a slight uptrend. Oil is up slightly, but it is well within the range of $65 to $70. And the CPI data came on Friday, which reaffirmed the analysts' expectation that RBI will go cool as far as inflation is concerned. They will go dovish, and they're likely to reduce interest rates, which I believe will happen. RBI governor has already talked of a special package for those exporters who are affected by Trump's 25% extra tariffs. Remember, we have 50% tariffs as far as US is concerned. Lot of exporters, including textiles, are struggling. I think government is aware of it. I won't be surprised if by next week, that is before the Navaratri starts, we will get some announcements from the government and RBI. I'm not just speculating here, because both the government and RBI have said that they will come with some specific announcements for those affected by the 50% tariffs. So one should look forward to being positive. This week is also going to be a very action-packed week. On Wednesday, we have US Fed with their interest rates. Most people are expecting 25 basis. I think the right thing would have been to do 50 basis points based on what Trump is doing. But of course, when I say right thing, I'm saying it may not be the best macroeconomic thing, because they're reducing interest rates when the inflation may increase. So while morally and ethically it may not be a correct thing to do, but the right thing is because the government wants to put money into the system. Government wants reduction in interest rates. The 10-year yield is already at 4. It was about 4.4, 4.5 recently. People thought it will go to 5. I'm saying it will go to 3.5. If the government gets interest rates at lower rates, then they will end up paying less. As it is, I think their debt burden is, I think, some 37 trillion or something like that. US cannot contain this, maintain this kind of deficit and survive. So interest rate reduction is a savior. So morally it may not be right, but they need to save themselves. This is what they have to do. Then you have on the Bank of England, which is on September 19th, I think. Yeah, 18th is the Wednesday is Federal Reserve, US Federal Reserve. 19th is Bank of England. And on the same day, you also have, 18th is both, 17th is US Federal Reserve, 18th is Bank of England, and 19th is Bank of Japan. Both Bank of Japan and England are supposed to hold interest rates steady. Though there is a clamor that interest rates should be increased in Japan, but I don't think it will happen. Then coming back to the mundane things, a lot of the loan cancellations have happened as far as autos are concerned, because people are going to get the benefit only after September 22nd. So somebody will pay for it. I don't know what. There is some confusion as far as the autos are concerned. So I'm not very bullish on autos at this point of time. I think the market has outrun that sector. I would like to look at other export-oriented and maybe in pharma, which are export-oriented companies like Lupin, like Clean Sciences we have got. So that kind of specific companies. Then government has reopened application window for PLI scheme for white goods. So they may be in focus today. And they are opening it for 30 days from September 15, 2025. That may be interesting as far as the white goods are concerned. Then there is a takeover from Tata Technologies on a Singapore-based arm is acquiring 100% equity on some company called ES.Tech of Germany. But I don't know whether that will affect it positively or negatively, because the brokerage reports, one brokerage report says it is positive, the other brokerage report says it is negative, but it will certainly be in focus. Then there's another company which is a market leader in export of basmati rice. They have a brand name called India Gate, that is KRBL. One of the independent directors has resigned and has accused the board of some mismanagement, governance concerns. So that may be under pressure today. Though KRBL is somewhere close to the highs and KRBL is an export-oriented concern, so they should actually be looking forward to get something from the government of India. Then there was this 2-day Manthan, as I said, on the PSBs. Nothing really significant has come of it, excepting some vague statements of, they will focus on service, governance, credit risk, skills, and technology, which means nothing. So I think PSB banks will be under pressure. I don't, or rather, they will underperform the market. So there are certain sectors which will do well. As I said, I will also look at IT. I look at export-oriented sectors, concentrating on pharma. And for our day-to-day trading, it will be on stocks like SRF, Bata. This is for intraday trading. So, and of course, Nifty and Bank Nifty. So, whatever you do, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.